me whilst I get the stream started and let a few people know that we are alive on the internet. Not just live, but we are alive today. We are alive and well. Okay. That was not what I was hoping for. That's not what I planned. But I, for one, truly do understand. Aha! It recognizes that I'm alive on my own YouTube. Very good. Very good. I missed a call from a friend. That is most unfortunate. Huh. That is unfortunate. I want to go onto YouTube via... Aha, there's one person watching my stream right now. I know who it is. It's me. How do I share? Oh, apparently I can tell YouTube that I'm not interested in watching my own stream. That is most interesting. Alright, now that I have the URL, I can paste that into a chat. Sorry, mate. I am streaming on the internet. Feel free to jump in. Okay. With that, I have let all of the peoples know. Any other people that would like to know, perhaps? One more person, one more group. Okay. Okay. With that, I can go file exit because I no longer want to be part of the Facebook. Okay, Facebook ecosystem. But that's all run away. So, people are watching from the past, from the archives. I bid you hello, and I hope that you're doing well today, and that you're having a pleasant, dry day. It is threatening to thunderstorm currently outside. How far can my hand extend out of frame? That's the frame. Ha! There's a wall here. Ha! There's a wall! I'm stuck! Ha! Ha! I'm stuck in a box! Okay, I'm having too much fun with that. Anyway. Open recent for... Oh, I must have been working on Grid Alarm last. How interesting. Okay. Cool. Loading default symbols. Alright, 6% loaded. And we'll jump in now. Welcome back to our good old friend. Hey, Michael. Welcome to the stream. I am making maps for Dungeons and Dragons. This is what I do in my this is my hobby. This is what I do with my time. Wow. This is significantly better looking than I remembered. Wow. Okay. I can pleasantly surprise myself sometimes even. Actually doesn't look half bad. Well done, Matt. Well done. Okay. Okay. So, this is my Dungeons and Dragons world. It's a map. I made it myself. Dear oh dear. And I need to go get the trace up. So I need to go into the map. I'm gonna get the trace tool. Select image. I want 10.2.jpg. There we go. Black kangaroo in the middle. Oh, there is too. He does look like a... Oh, kangaroo. Oh, no. Scale 1.0. Let's get out of here before I fiddle-faff too much with the... Yeah, he does absolutely look like a kangaroo. I'll pay that. I'll pay that. Yeah, so using this trace tool, I developed this map originally in Microsoft Paint. And took me ages. If you up the opacity, you'll see. This is not dragging to scale. Yeah. I want to zoom out. Oh gosh, what have I done? Oh, I can't zoom out anymore. Anyway, as you can see, it is it's the finest of Microsoft MS Paint. It is what it is. Ah, iTunes. Yes, that is correct. Hang on, I forgot about that window. Give me 1 sec. Nope. Technical difficulties. Good old iTunes. You know, I just give up on that one. You know, you can disappear. I've given up on you. Overlay. Let's fix this trace. Because I'm pretty sure that the opacity... Oh. Oh, it's not misaligned itself. No, I didn't move it around. Let's do it anyway, because I'm paranoid. Paranoid about the trace. The trace has literally killed about 5 different streams of mine. Well, actually 2 different streams for this map making. Yeah, I'm a bit scared of it. So my goal for today is to get this looking much better. Once I like how this all looks, sorry, the Dwarven Lance. Once that all looks much nicer, I'll probably tackle the scarring and we'll see how we go from there. This trace tool needs to lower in opacity because it's bothering me. Alright, and this is part of today where I go mountain brush. Okay. I've always liked penciled mountains large. And I'll have to make them scale 70. And this is just like painting. It's like a Bob Ross painting, but with significantly less skill. And only happy accidents. There is no actual skill involved in this. Everything's a happy accident. Gotta up this placement density. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. Penciled mountain small. Symbol eraser. Around the mountains, around the coast will be smaller mountains because that kind of makes sense. Slash, it just looks better. Okay, and then we'll go back to mountain brush. Bonk, 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 bonk. And this is absolutely going to kill the map. So the more like symbols like this you have on a map, it just destroys the mountains, like the files, like file size, and I guess it becomes a little bit less stable if anything. Okay. How should I tackle the borders? One thought I'm having, why are there clouds? I don't understand why I've got clouds as my mountains, but you know what? They're apparently mountains. They all come as grey. Are you grey over here? No, you're green over here. What colour have you here? Huh. Oh. Oh, I see. So you can actually paint the ground, I guess, then out in... So if I get a colour purple... Ah, so you can paint the ocean. How interesting. And that must be the default land colour, which is this. Nope. I have no idea how that works. I guess I got really sloppy with some of my painting, but okay. Symbols. Glad you think it's awesome. I just saw your message. There is a bit of a lag, by the way, Mike. I don't know if you've ever enjoyed the joys of live streaming via YouTube, but there is like a 30+ second lag between when you send a message and when I see it. And I think that there might be likewise a lag. I don't want to get rid of that many. Let's go symbol move tool then. I think there's also a bit of a lag between when you see this as well. There's like a 5-10 seconds lag of, hey, here's something on the internet, and then you immediately respond, and then it ends up being like 40 seconds between stuff, which is, I think they must not have such a significant time gap between like professional. Once you hit like a certain threshold, I guess you get a higher priority or something, but for a little fella like me, don't get much. Now, is it worth changing up the mountains types? Is what I want to figure out. Between different areas. This is a little bit sloppy, but... How does that look as comparison? Not sold on it. And then later on having like mountains like that, I guess, in the other area. I don't like that. I guess it's not an option then. Just leave that middle range. Okay, cool. Well, dollars. Yeah, pretty much. Dollars rules the world. So there's a tool that came out called a territory tool. So I guess red for forge, anvil, and hammer. So this must be hammer up the top. I guess it cut off part of the up top here. There used to be more of the PNG file, but it didn't get all the way there. Also, by the way, discount Australia. Queensland, Northern Territory, Tasmania's in the wrong spot. New South Wales looks a bit jank. I'm not sure what's happened to Port Victoria. And that's Port Macquarie, I guess. Sure. Okay. So, forge will be a nice, like, ruddy brown color. Perfect. I do like that. Okay. Border width. I like that as a border width. I'm not so sure about that color anymore. I guess I want it to be a bit more ruddy. Control Z. I didn't actually select over there, thanks. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of smoothing. I like that. Now, I actually have no idea where the landmass goes, but you know what? That's alright. Because worst comes worst, I'll just say that they own the like offshore oceanness nearby. Yep, nailed it. I really should be like allowed to teach geography or something. Is there an opacity? Inner opacity. Oh, you have to do it when you make it. No, I don't. Aha! I'm a genius. What happens if I change that? Oof, yeah. I see that that smoothness real working out. Okay, let's keep smoothness up there. Put the opacity at 10%. And I shall move on with my life. Okay, green. It's a nice, like... Yeah, that color green. And I don't like it, I can always change it. It would seem. And if I get it all wrong, hopefully the dwarves are going to be nice to me and not be too bothered that their like overlord god was just like, you know what? Yeah, these are your borders, and just a little bit slapdash happy with it and be like, yeah, you have borders that like overlap, kind of like Spain actually. In like Spain, the border between Spain and what's north of Spain? I'm trying to think. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know in Rome Total War 2, it's like Iberia or something. But there's like if this were the border, then there'd also be like a little bit of like Control C. Oh, you can't make sub borders. Interesting. But there's like another like bit of Spain here and then another bit of Spain there, and there's a bit of Iberia there because of like the way towns worked back in feudal old era days. It's pretty funky. Hugely impractical, but very funky. And now I want blue. Nope. Control Z. Control Z. What color blue do I want? I mean, I'm kind of digging the fact that there's a lavender. No! I do like that color, though. Okay. Okay. You can't select points that are already claimed. Can you select somewhere, thanks? Okay, boom, boom, boom. And I'm realizing now that you should be more out there. You should be out there. You should be out here. 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 And... oh dear. Okay. No, I don't want to draw another border. No, please stop drawing more borders. Wow, that was surprisingly painless. Huzzah. Huzzah! Okay, cool. Well, I guess I should probably try and do the borders then over here as well. Let's find a more purpley color. Where will I find purple? Over there. Sure. Now, thankfully, these borders smoothing 0. Ah! What have you done? What have I done? Fixed it. Square and rigid, because that's just the way I rolled at that time in my life. I need to increase the smoothing. Yeah, it's probably a bit pedantic for coastlines. Oh, well. So be it. Alright, and now I want what color down here? Green. I want a green color for down south here. Now, I do distinctly remember saying at least like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago even, that I was just going to worry about Dwarven Kingdoms only, deck with everything else, but here we are worrying about other things anyway. That's just how I roll sometimes. Easily distracted. Can you... Thank you. Oh. It's not really based on anything, actually. I just saw your message. So, what it was... Gosh, I don't even know if I still have that book. But, back when I originally proposed the campaign, I gave this landmass, and 2 others. I just drew up some random shapes, and I was like, hey, players, what kind of campaign landmass would you like? Would you like one with an inner sea? Would you like one which is like 2 islands separated by a heap of water? Do we want like a more naval campaign? Do we want like an entirely landlocked campaign? And they're like, they didn't really feel strongly about any of it, because they just didn't. They were like, Matt, you're giving it your best go. We'll do whatever. So, yeah, it just came about very organically. I just sketched a shape. Gosh, now I'm wondering if I still have that book. I think I do. Actually, I think it's just next to me. Gosh, I haven't looked at this book in a very long time. Nope. Nope. Aha. Not any of these. Including, I had a bout of playing Space Engineers once upon a time. There's like a full-on ship I designed for Space Engineers. I don't even know if it still would work. No, it'd probably work. They didn't change too much in the game. I know that there's a few new blocks in the game. Well, it's not in this book. Let's try this book, which I got from... Oh, God. The same ship has been... It got like a full drawing diagram. The Hammerhead, I called it. Oh, no, this is a different ship entirely. Here it is. Wow. Wow, I did. Wow, this is a trip down memory lane and a half. Alright, so, did I draw a map upside down? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's, pull out, let's finish up this landmass before I forget about it. Alright, I'll catch you around, Mikey Mike. You take care. You take care. I'll actually give you a phone call a little bit later on this evening because I have absolutely been meaning to get in contact with you and just call you and have a chat and a chinwag. But I'll catch you around, buddy. Alright. And we're all going to get all up in here for a sec. Hello. This is... Nope. Hello. Alright. This is the book I am talking about. This looks terrible on this camera. You know what? That's fine. But, if I were to hazard a guess... really is this map. You can sort of see, if I turn on a lamp, might make life easier. So you kind of got like the top baronies, including the original names, Marcon. I think I just moved like the inland ocean in here. The elves are just a little bit lower down here, so I added in a bit of ocean there. Southern Kingdoms. Halifax Cape still there. Cecilia ended up getting moved over there. So this island, Cecilia. That's still just mountain stuff. Dwarf stuff up the top. So yeah. It all looks pretty much the same. This was variant 1, I guess. So you see here I've got the mountains for the dwarf stuff, and I've still included the mountains. Mark on straight because it's based off of Gibraltar. I kept the mountains. I guess I moved the mountains. So the mountains would have been this entire area would have been mountains as well. Cecilia was so far south I had a glacier. So this was based on so this would have been the cold area. So this was all in the southern hemisphere. Inner sea, wasteland, yeah. So Southern Kingdoms would have been cold, but it's now gone back to the Northern Hemisphere because that's fantasy for us poor Australians. And then here's the sea variant, which is... Excuse all the shadows from my microphone. So I guess I kept these mounds for the spur. Mounds Valley. This actually is very similar to what ended up being the shape of a different continent. Well, in concept, I guess. The twin continents. Alright. Back we go. Hope that was an insightful look into the origins of this land. Yeah, some other stuff. Man, it's such an old bit of work I've got. What's in here? Oh, this is like an original dungeon I wrote. Used a city that is used in different setting. Okay, wow. What a trip down memory lane. An absolute, complete, utter change of pace from Wonder Draft. suppose now that you've seen that, you can get an idea of where all this came about. What have you selected? I'm going to turn off the overlay for a sec, just to see what kind of looks like. Okay. So I might have to turn up the opacity on this one. Silence my phone for a minute because it's very excited about something. WhatsApp going crazy over there. What's up? What's hip? What's app? Ha! I'm good at this. I'm very good at this. I'm having fun. I hope everyone else is having fun. Speaking of having fun, it's probably time to get a bit of hydration. Turn off that lamp. Hope you're keeping hydrated if you're watching this on the archives. A little bit rude to drink on stream maybe, but water's good for the body. It's good for you, it's good for me. And this inner opacity, I'm not so sure about. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put a, I'm pretty sure there's a lake trace tool. I'm gonna clear this, trace, and now I'm gonna save. Please, oh please, do not crash. Yes! Big success. Okay. Get trace back again. Is there a lake in there? There is a lake. It's a tiny piddly lake. It's not very exciting. I might make the lake a little bit bigger. First I'm going to turn down this overlay. I just realized how intense that overlay is. Okay. Water. Lake tool. Tiny lake, please. Put another lake in there. And now we're going to go mountains again. So symbols, mountain brush. That'll be a different style because there are in a different part of the world. I'm not gonna lie, the like background like triangles I drew, sort of tripping with my own like I don't want you, I do want you. Are you the one I want? I think you're the one I want. It's very small though. Is that the best we got? That's one double peak. Nope. That's the same one again. Alright, so we'll go symbol eraser. Mountain brush. Back to small. I hope they were size 75 so that way this all stays consistent. But you know what? Lots a little bit of inconsistency in a mountain range. Besides natural. Alright, this overlay is bothering me. It's bothering me way too much. Aha! Hello! Now I can actually see what I've been doing. Mountain brush. I'm actually not so sad about covering up where the base of the water stems from. Gives that illusion that it's been sprung out from somewhere. I like that little gap actually, I'm a huge fan of it. And now I can go a little bit crazy. Dunk, 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 dunk. Okay. And over here. Bunk, dunk, thunk. And simple move tool. Because you got out of line, buddy. You're out of line. Need you there. Okay. All in all, am I happy with that? Yes. I'll just go back and fix up some of this landmass ground color brush. Mountain Sea. Yep. There's absolutely some blending you can do. Oop. These forests, what am I going to do for these forests? I guess I'll have to try tree clumps. Oh god, that's impossible for tree clumps. Tree clumps are good, but it's not that great. Oh dear. You know what? Overlay. Trace tool. There's 3/5 of very little happening over here. Oops. Let's just rectify that trace all of a sudden, which I accidentally nuked. Oh dear. Why have you decided to not overlay? This is highly irregular and absolutely illegal. Okay, well, let's use my over here. A scale 1. Oh, I see what the problem was. Rotation, of course. Rotation! That's today's problem. Rotation. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Actually, I think about it. I think my nephew wanted to know when I went streaming. I totally forgot to mention to my nephew that I have started streaming. Okay. Alright, I've informed my nephew that I am now streaming. Mm-hmm. Border towns. No, I want to do territory tools. And you're kind of cold, so I want to put you that kind of color. 0.2 for opacity, I think. I forgot Inish. Oops. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Oh, thank goodness that I put as a oh no, what have you done? Wanda Draft. That's how you pronounce it. It's a word from I don't know what language that is. I don't believe it's Irish. It might be Scottish. Oh, not Scottish, Welsh. It's either Irish Gaelic or it's Welsh. I'd really have to look at my notes, which makes me feel terrible. Because I'm sure that someone in the world has been a little bit devastated to know that, yeah, this dude just took your language, doesn't even know the words in it. And I'll apologize and say, yes, you're correct, because I am a poor, simple dude who is from Australia, and we in Australia are not blessed with a great amount of like non-English like speaking like as an everyday part of life besides Asian cultures. And a little bit of Italian sometimes, but very little. Hello there. The YOLO police boy. There we go. I was like, how do I read that name for a second? Thank you, sir. Thank you most kindly. I'm glad you like it. Boonk. Okay. So that's Dewey. And now we're going to do what is basically discount France. They're a little bit more red. Yeah, that's French. That's a French color. It's a mouthful. Sure is, mate. Sure is. That's how you pronounce this word here. It's Thui. That's just how language be. Okay. If I start up here. Oop. I see I botched that corner over there. And that has got to be... Oh, gosh. I was like, that's the easiest border I've done. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, gosh. What has happened here? Aha! Great success. Aha. Not really, actually. Champ, Mr. Police Boy. Essentially, this is for Dungeons and Dragons, so I drew like 3 different maps. You actually missed that part of the stream, but bring it back. I went through a small drawing phase when I was starting out the campaign. I was like, I have different ideas. This one has giant inland sea. This is 2 like continents, like a burger, I guess, with like out any filling in the center. It's just ocean instead. And third one was no inland sea at all. It doesn't really come up on my. I don't really have like the lighting conditions to like showing out piece of papers. So yeah. No, borders don't seem messed up, but yeah, that's I said, do we want more ocean, less ocean? And they're like, yeah, less ocean, I guess. Up to you. And this was my attempt at an inland sea. Is this Gulf? So ends up being a little bit like Australia, if anything. That's Queensland. That's Northern Territory. That little piece of land down there is kind of Tasmania. That's Western Australia. That's Victoria. Thanks. So the way I did this originally, was a trace. So I did this all in Microsoft Paint. And as you can see with Microsoft Paint, it is, well, basic. I mean, it looks good for Microsoft Paint in my opinion. But it is, I mean, yeah, that's a swampy marsh. Delightful. Oh wow, you can really see the color change on my face as I scrolled through different parts of the world. Do I not have... I have another light in my room, which I'm currently not turned on. Yeah, it's basic at best. Yeah. So the goal of this is to make it pretty. So yeah, appreciate the feedback. I'm gonna turn on the light. Okay. Now my face is not evenly lit from both sides. Yeah, Microsoft Paint. There are some experts in Microsoft Paint. I don't know how they do like blending and stuff. I guess they have like custom brushes or something. But some people just do that. Symbols. Mountain brush. I've decided I don't like this with all that border exercise. Symbol eraser. Mountain brush. No light. Oh, from like in my room. I just hadn't turned them on because it'd been like the sun has gotten drastically. It's just disappeared in the last like half hour at most since I started streaming. There was sun and now there's no sun. So I'm looking for inked hills. I mean, that's kind of gross at best. That's kind of Chinesey, I guess. Not so sure. I think I actually have like Chinese mountains as an option. Dunes for days. I guess those are sand dunes. I do have Chinese mountains somewhere. Like the full on like plateau giant things. Don't know where that acid is. But that's okay. Oh, I do like these mountains. I'd forgotten all about them. How's that for a big mountain? Dunk, 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 dunk. It's like, yeah, big mountains. That's the volcano. Oh, there's a few variations of volcanoes. There's 2 variations of volcanoes even. Oh. Okay. And then I use one of these as like a smokestack, because like it's got like a trail. Yeah, this one plus volcano. Boom, kablamo! You have a smoking gun, or smoking volcano, as the case may be. Talented, a little bit of talent, but mostly it's just time. This just takes time to get it all nice. Speaking of nice, where's my nice? Penciled mountains large. Dunk, 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 dunk. A lot of this does come down to the awesome assets of this program. I have volcanoes elsewhere, and I will be sure to put them in. I hadn't planned any for the dwarves, but it would make sense that they've got a few volcanoes. So I think they will absolutely have to make an appearance. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. All right. Now that we've done that, get a few small small mounds in. Maybe I should have done it the other way around. I'm thinking now that I should have done it the other way around, and I'll go placement rate really low. And then I'll overlay larger mountains over through the gaps. I think that's a better way of doing this. If any can get in the green area, well, such is life, say la vie. I'll go back and fix it. Because not everywhere has to be giant mountains. Favorite class? Oh gosh. I too would have to say that cleric is one I gravitate towards. It's just there's something about having that, like, depending on whatever god you want to have, having a kind of like pious connection and being like, I need some guidance from a god. This world is crazy that I'm in. And just being able to say, you know what? I'm going to seek assistance and the such from my god. But you don't even have to have a god. I had a very short-lived character who followed this like faith of and belief in like heroism, and just heroes are among us, kind of like inspired by every like stories of just Ajax and Achilles and the Greek heroes. Yeah, exactly. You get guidance from God, and you're just like, they'll help you. Just be like, yeah, I'll pray to you every day. I'll find your name. I'll protect in their name. You can also have like, I haven't seen anyone else use this spell, but like augury, and you just straight up be like, I'd like some assistance. Like, we're all bickering about this idea amongst us as a party. Will this, as a second level spell, be like, consult Dungeon Master. This is our plan for the next 30 minutes. Tell us, is this a good idea or is this a bad idea? And there's a 4th level equivalence as well. Yeah, also the guidance cantrip is just straight up awesome. Guidance cantrip is straight up incredible. Just be like, skill check. I'll add a D4 to that because I can. Giant Lego red thing. This. This fella is the Tarask. He's in my campaign. So the Tarask is a giant behemoth of mostly unknown origin, who is what he does, not sure. His purpose, not sure, but where he lives is a known fact. Because he spends centuries slumbering away, hibernating, for whatever awakens him. Unfortunately for the players of my campaign in this world, he woke up. And they are... Yeah. He can just sit on my shoulder for a little while. Yeah, that's fine. He's comfortable. Yeah. He lives off on a little island this way. Off in this direction. And one of my players came from that land and she evacuated and ran for her life quite wisely because she's like one of maybe a few hundred people at most who survived the Tarask and its initial rampage. Players have since learned that there's like a secret to that island, and Tarask was woken up from its like underground chamber by someone entering that chamber to do something evil. And that something evil is going to drive the players to eventually need to one day return to that island and resolve that problem. And the problem is the Tarask is straight up a monster. Yeah. I think for reference, this thing is 30 meters tall, off the top of my head. So it's just straight up taller than most of the forest on the island. So you can see it coming, but it just launches like fireball breath and solid magma from its throat and just expels that in your general direction. Now, there's a particular mountain I'm looking for. That's the one. Is that the one? Yeah, that was the one. Pretty sure there's a way to cycle through the symbols. I've just forgotten how. Alright, we're gonna go back to land. Landmass brush. Oh dear. No, I don't want that one. I want raise landmass brush. Raise landmass tool even. Yeah, that just about summarizes it. It's kind of a bit of lava. I just used fire breath because fire was what I wanted to do. Yeah. Also, there's two of them. Fun fact that my players were not so chuffed to find out about. There's two of these. And, yeah. It's one of those questions of, can you actually kill a Tarask? And that they may have to find out if they can or cannot. But, usually if it's got a stat block in Dungeons & Dragons, you can kill it. That's the general rule of thumb. The vanilla Tarask, as per Dungeons & Dragons mythos, has no ranged attacks, and it doesn't fly. So the accepted best way to kill a Tarrasque is uh, everyone on a flying magical carpet and just give them all longbows. And then the Tarrasque is like, well, I can't touch you now. I guess I pick up a chunk of earth and throw it at you, maybe, for Dungeon Masters feeling creative. But that's about it. Who do I play with? I play with a bunch of friends from high school. I actually have two groups at the moment. I've got high school friends and a bunch of friends who I met through uni mates. Who I was introduced to basically via a mutual school friend. So, yeah. So that's my two groups, and they're both playing different campaigns. They're playing in a separate world. I just went to go save this world, and I was like, I can't do that whilst the trace tool's up. There's a bit of a problem at the moment with this. Oh, it did update. I'm not gonna try it though. I'm gonna clear that, and I'm gonna save it. Don't save with the trace up, is what I've learned. Yep, pretty much how it works. It's just be scared. Symbol eraser. Symbol move tool. You're green. You need to move. Alright. Why are you green? Why are you still green? No. Oh, that's cool. So if you do the move tool, I guess it stays the color that it was painted on. How interesting. Not much you can't just get around by painting carefully. Being very careful with the paint tool, but useful to know. For the card game. Oh, you're talking about the Dungeon Mayhem. Dungeon Mayhem's good fun. I actually got my parents into that. It was absolutely hilarious. They've always been like their entire life. It's like, no, I'm not really interested in my son's Dungeons and Dragons that he does every week. Don't really care. Don't really know about it. Ooh, card game, and they got into that. So there's a rotation tool, isn't there? Just remember that there is a tool for rotation. That's the one. So do you have your own group of your own that you play with, like Dungeons and Dragons regularly with? Oh. This is the wrong color bound brush. I guess you must be mountain A. Oh. Why are you? Because you've been moved. Perhaps that's a bug. Symbols. That's cool. How often is your often? I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I actually get to play once a week, but with different groups. So I play once a fortnight with each group. So 2 groups works out once a week for me. Are you the dungeon master or are you a player? Territory tool. Which one are you? You are that one. What am I listening to? A nearly peaceful place by Witcher 2. I've never actually played that game. I really should. 1 to 2 times a month. Good, good, good. Very good. What level is your campaign at? Are you playing a module, playing homebrew? Do you know? It's always interesting to find out how other people play this wonderful hobby of ours. You can go there. Shuffle you inwards and upwards. Shuffle you downwards. Shuffle you over here. I mean, I'll be honest, my players will never know the difference. Pretty content with how that all looks. Which module are you playing? I'm not gonna lie, I've got a lot of them. More than I actually need, because I'll never play them all. But which module? I think I've got Out of the Abyss, Water Deep, both of them. Which other ones? I've got Rise to Tiamat and Horde of the Dragon Queen. So I think that's the 5 I've got, and then there's homebrew, like a published product called Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, which I play, which is not by Wizards of the Coast. Oh, there's also Tales from the Yawning Portal, and I've got both the Waterdeep ones. But yeah, which one are you playing? I might actually know a bit about it, if only because I read it for, you know, for fun. Trace tool, select image. I don't really have a streaming schedule. I am very haphazard. It just depends, really. I should have a streaming schedule. I just don't really have one. Because like map making like this for me is just a case of if I'm in the mood for making a map, I'm in the mood for making a map. Sometimes I gotta push through a bit of a creative block, but I don't know, I probably should have one. That was a very solid knuckle crack, by the way. I'm very sorry if that has bothered you. Yeah, I should get one, shouldn't I? Problem is a lot of the people in the players, about half of them still are working / have university. So I mean, I guess like Wednesday, like now would be a perfect time for me. Yeah, it is something you just have to get into, map making. If you're in the mood for it, you're in the mood for it. If you're not, it's just slamming your head against a brick wall. Where's that trace? Okay, so let's get some of these legs happening. How long ago did I start playing D&D? Gosh, would have been December 2017? December 2018, perhaps? Yeah, it must be... Yeah, so just going on for 2.5 years now, I think. Off the top of my head. Because session 30 happened last March. At about 26 sessions a year. It was probably, yeah. Yeah, so it must have been going for 2 years. 2 years and a... Two and a quarter, 2.25 years. So yeah, I got the bug by I'm not sure if you've ever watched Team 4-Star, but they're the guys who do oh, is that all One Mountain? That's all One Mountain. The Dragon Ball Z Abridged. What are my inspirations for names? Well, okay, it depends. It just depends. I mean, Mata Lakes is based off of Bionicle. Upper Heartlands, Marcon, Inner Heartlands. These are all places in Spain. Because Marcon is based off of Gibraltar, and there's not much in Gibraltar. Actually, these might actually be suburbs in Gibraltar, and these might be towns in Spain. Fiefs, and the Western Baronies. These are all based off of places in England. Spa, Sable Ridge, Kenwood, Godser. I think that's about the only exception, but everywhere else is like English. Thewey is based off Ireland, I believe, or Wales. I don't remember. Galway, that should be Ireland, I guess. Central Fief, this is all France. Glaperot, Montreux, Montbard, Temp, Bui, Varzy. They're all, I think, actual real places. Southern Kingdoms down here: Thessalon, Naphos, Acastus, Arjax. These are all places. These are all similar to ancient, just Greek places. I went into like a fantasy name generator for France, for Greek towns. Down here, Halifax is based off of Italy. Cenote and Marcon, actually, they'll actually come from language structure. So I think the cenote is the actual name for a comma, and Marcon is part of like the technical name for like the semicolon or something like that. Yeah, having a good way to come up with names is hard. Dragonlands come from, this is from Garnet, which I must have translated to a different language. Duntenzalro, Xata, Carla, I don't remember where they came. Brack, Biom, somewhere in my notes maybe, or maybe I just made it up. Risenback comes from Razorback. This guy comes from, I'd guess probably Norwegian. That's probably an actual Norwegian word. Sky. So maybe like steep sky or something. Umbrasil, that's named after a dragon in Critical Role. These are all Betula, Rubra, Almus, Acer, Piscia. These are all Latin names for different, or genus names for a different bunch of trees in the real world. And then the prefix for this part of the world, at least, S means it was originally settled and started by elves. Tor means it was originally started by non-elves, and then humans came along. And then S Del Tor. I guess Great Del is wood elves started it. S is for high elves. This is just stuff I named off the top of my head. And these are all Hojlev. I feel like that's an actual name. Mithron, Mithril, Vikros. I don't know where these come from. Ouroborg. I don't know. Yeah. Look, sometimes typing a bunch of random letters and be like, yeah, that's good enough. That works. Cult. There's actually there's a really good video on there's a lot of good videos on like how to come up with great names. I should reference them far more than I do, admittedly. But there's like you come up with like a really basic name. For example, it's cold, and then you just corrupt it. So, Cult, it's cold. Simple as that. I just bumped my microphone. North Path. Understone. Yeah. Gonro. Seno is just Seno with a C. Boneset turned the C into an S. That's how I came up with it. Alright, freshwater brush. Alright, and that will be the core of my lake, and then I'll go to the lake tool. And that'll add in all the crazy jagged edges that I need to make this seem like a believable body of water. Alright, this one over here, I'll go 1, 2. There we go, there's a lake. I suppose there should probably be another lake over there. Yeah, corrupting the names is, if you can give it the time to think about it all, it's really just a great way of doing it. I would recommend it. So I guess I'll put in like, let's come up with a name for, I've accidentally started up Microsoft Word and opened a few browsers. Can we stop Microsoft Word? Oh gosh. Oh no. I've opened like 20 tabs of Microsoft Word. Oh good. Oh good. Oops. That was a bit of an oopsie. I was adding a map lake in, I guess. I don't know what I was doing. Dragging the map around it. Oh gosh. Alright, problem solved. Let's fix up this bit of water whilst I'm down here. This is bothering me. Am I doing small mounds? Yes, I am. That's what I was hopeful for. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, I know what to do. I'm gonna go... I should go rivers first, but symbols. Simple tool, and I'm gonna go look for custom inked, like... I won't make like proper towns because a lot of these ones over here, they're actually under the ground. What am I looking for? Custom colors. What color would they be? Green, because they are... How well does that show up? It doesn't. Symbol layers. Well, I need you. You. I need you. I'm gonna have to put these all like really high up, like as far as the layers are concerned. I'm gonna have to put them at like +5. So that way they don't like disappear. You know what? I might actually also increase the size of them as well whilst I'm at it. But symbol move tool. +5. +2 will do. That's one of the ones I didn't actually have to move. I'm really good at this. One more. Yep, that's the same size. And I'm going to turn off the overlay for a sec. The trace overlay for a sec. Yeah, that's pretty legible. And then I'll put a... This is not Microsoft Paint. This isn't Microsoft Paint. Oh gosh, this isn't Microsoft Paint. I should have made that clearer. This is not Microsoft Paint. This is a tool called WonderDraft. Completely different program. Completely different. Microsoft Paint is, you know, like how do I get you on top? There we go. Yeah, this is Microsoft Paint. This is how I made Microsoft Paint. How do I go open? And if I go here, don't save. Now the program I've been using all this time has been WonderDraft. Now this is Microsoft Paint. This is the one I made in Microsoft Paint. So this is the original map. And it's very basic, and that's why I've been putting in a new program called WonderDraft to make it all look so much better. Like, you know, for like even looking over, let's just look over here at the it's like improve this landmass. What I'd have to do to not make it look so blocky is I'd go like that. I get the fill tool and I'd paint that all white. Get the black pencil brush, size large. Should all go in. naturally. It's touched there, over there, so I don't have to repaint the river. Put a little bit of detail into the land line, coastline there. Maybe we'll dip back in over here. And then we'll dip back over here. Oop, my subscription fee for Disney Plus just came in. Cool. Yeah, and this is... Yep, and line it up there. Boom. And Microsoft will fix it all up for me, and then I'll have to go bonk, and then I'll paint it all. Nope, and then I paint the entire coastline like that. And that's how I'd fix that part of that coastline. And then you like look up here. So I've had to do that because the original time I drew it, it was like really blocky. Yeah. You just got to do that for everything. I mean, it has its moments. You just spend a buttload of time and you can do like stuff like that with different like little brushes to make it all look like rough and shattered. Disney Plus is good. I also love The Mandalorian. I've been watching, oh gosh, I never fixed up that coastline. Yeah, you can see like this grey mountains over here. It's all this like jankiness. When you like draw at like a really zoomed out scale, like if we draw in here, you can see how it's significantly rougher. Because the computer's like, I'm not smart enough to figure out what you do, so I just bleh. Oh, don't have old school paint. That would drive me crazy. That would drive me crazy. I'm pretty sure you can boot camp though any Mac and just be like, boot it into Windows and then get Microsoft Paint that way though. I think they wanted to get do away with old school Microsoft Paint at some point and turn into like Microsoft Paint 3D only. I tried using it, I was like, this is not for me. Hey, it's Michael! Welcome back, Mike. Yeah, Mandalorian, fantastic show, I do love. Yeah, I'm going to save this. That's the other problem with this file. It is 220 megabytes. It is that ridiculous pixel size. It is 8,664 by 8,864. Oh, it's not symmetrical. I thought it was perfect square. I guess it's not. And it's ludicrous. Alright, but we're going to go back to WanderDraft. So this is WanderDraft. It's got the mounds. It's actually got a vector-based system as well. Oops. I lost my train of thought. I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's all vector-based. So what I can do is if I need to make a map, for example, of this map's not really detailed enough for it at the moment. No trace tool, clear, save. If I go open recent, Gridiron. Draft tabling shit. Yeah, so this one's a much more completed map. And this is sort of more in line with what my map will look like once I've populated everything. But what I can do with this one with this tool with one draft is I can go, nope, cancel. Where is it? Create detail map. I zoom in 4 times and I'm going to select area. And that'll generate a map which is 5608 by 3052. Create. And one draft will think about it for a little bit. And it always scares me that it's going to freeze. But yep, it's zoomed in. Some of the assets don't really blow up so well, like the mountains, unfortunately. But now I've only got this size map, and I can go ham, and I can start like adding in more details and stuff, like make it a more detailed map, because it's all vector based. So instead of like pixel based saving, like it just like saves this pixel goes here, this pixel goes there, and then it's like I want to stretch it out. The image is like, I guess I'll pretend this stuff goes here, but because WannaDraft is vector based, every time you put down like a place, it scales based on math. And I actually have, if I go open, discard, because I've actually done this exact one before. Okay. So I did this for a past game actually, and I went through and I did a detailed map, and I've put in all these like names and such. Because my past party had to go from here, Tower Zentash, to Castle Nightia. And it's like, well, this is the way that Zentash recommends going. And I went and I added more detail. So yeah, that's the real power of WannaDraft in my mind, is being vector based. Oh well, anyway, we're gonna go back to Nastros because that's the map I need to fix. Okay. Okay. Alright, we'll go back to the overlay, we'll go to the trace tool, we'll go select image. Again. We'll turn down the opacity, 0.2, and I want a labels. Gonna make it smaller. Just because it's over mountains, and it's the only way to really get the to not get it locks. And this is I will have to pull up the bitmap file. Okay, I can't actually type that in with my keyboard. It's got the O in it. So I'll go label tool. Oh. Oh geez. I haven't done any labels in this map, so I need to go through and make all my custom labels. Okay. 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 How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I guess I need colors. I just need to make a bunch of them. And I'm pretty sure I still use Book Basic Bold. Merryweather was the other nice one. wow, there's a few more than I used to remember. Oh, Lancelot's nice. Bilbo. Okay, Frederick the Great. Nope, you're... Nope. Okay. Go with that one. We're gonna make the color slightly less offensive. Yeah, I like that color. Add label preset. We'll call this Nastros Town. Okay. What mic am I using? This is a Stadium kind of microphone. It's called, the brand's called Stadium. It's a Stadium. The box is elsewhere. The box is currently under the stairs. It's a Stadium something. But I bought it, and it's got the full like extendable arm and pop filter. So yeah, it's got it wasn't cheap, but I was like, if you know what, I'm using this enough at this point in my life that I can get the value out of having the proper boom arm that extends. Because the other one I was looking at was a... Oh, I couldn't tell you for the life of me what it's called, but O with line through it. Sorry, I just had to go to the internet and grab like the O to spell delete. I like how that looks. Box tool. Okay. Alright. I'll see you around, the YOLO police boy. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you had fun. And I hope you have a lovely dinner. Alright, and now this place needs a name as well. Label tool. Now there's actually an option here to just generate names until Obsidian Shale, until I like one. I'm actually really a fan of Obsidian and then just taking it and just naming it something else. Obsidian. Well, Obsidian. So if I was a lazy Australian, I'd just cut out some names. Obsidian. There we go. There you go. So once upon a time it was called Obsidian, and they changed it to Obsidian. And because we are trying to make this fancy, there we go. And to the casual viewer, they'll never know better. And then we keep looking until we find one we like. not a fan. Alright, so there's a different one I have as well, which is Aurora. So I have two different like naming presets. Kind of was thinking about Coda for a second. I was like, can I do something with that? I like... No. Okay. Well, plan B. This is when we go to Google Maps. And we're going to switch over. And thank you to Google Earth for providing this for us. There we go. There's a name. Rheinheimen. What is that? It's a mountain area. I like it. It's a name. And... there we go. There we go. Symbol, move tool. Gonna put your +2. I think this was meant to be at this. Dalvorn was meant to be more like here. I'm gonna go labels, label tool, Dalvorn. I'm a fan of this Lancelot text style. We'll go box tool. And then we're going to go back to Norway to find a name for this place. Rana. What is Rana? I guess it's a place. Search Google for that. I guess it's a place. Does it have pictures? I'm looking for images. A farm. Looks like a pleasant bit of the world. So, Rana it is. Although I might make it Rano with the O through it. The O with the line through it. There we go. Oh, jeez, it's that time. Oh, dear. I just saw the time. It's 6:30 in my part of the world. I should be thinking about helping my dear old mother making dinner. So. Symbol move tool. +2. on, that's not right. Where are you meant to be? Not sure. Alright. That could be Hodgelev. So, fun fact, the entire purpose of today, jump back into one draft plus paint, okay, full screen, boom, is my party for Dungeons & Dragons is going from Seno to Hodgelev underground. And I need to know how long that journey will take. Expect the answer is a few months. Somewhere between maybe 1-2 months. And I need to do that by putting down some towns and getting some scales, because I know how long it took them to get from Roylos to Godsa. I'm pretty sure they're on horseback, so if I can find out the distance, how long that journey should have taken. I know how long that journey did take, because I have a calendar. So I know exactly how long that journey took. So I can measure from Roylos to Godsa via... They went past the Lament. Oh, they would have gone through Andover. So if I can do that, then I can... there's a tool, overlay, measuring tool. What is that? Third-party license, Google font license. Huh. So I just need to find out how far that is, and then compare that length to over here. If I know how far it is in miles or kilometers, I can figure out how fast the party travels, and then yeah. Okay. I don't think any part of my D&D crew is in here at the moment in the live stream. So let them know I'm doing distances directly related to the next game on Sunday. Anyone has time? Okay. So I'm going to go quickly make out the symbol tool. And oh, I wish I had a church or something. Oh, I do actually. U for Roylos, and for the church, boom. Labels. Label tool. Let's make this size 34. Sure, let's make it red. I have a bug crawling on my screen. How? Ugh. Go away. Go away. Go away. He's gone. Goodbye. Okay. Meriwether? Sure. And welcome back, Mr. Police Boy. That was a very swift dinner. Okay. Nastros City. So Nastros is the name of the continent. Okay. Box tool. I'll just leave it like that because I've done that for all the other dwarven towns. I probably won't do it for the rest of them, for all of them. But anyway, label tool. This will be kebabs and bacon and eggs. That's a good meal actually. That does sound actually rather nice. Mithron. Box tool. So I've probably only got about 20 more minutes left of this stream before I have to go organise dinner with my mother. I believe we're having lamb shanks for dinner. So I'm going to go label tool. And how do I read that? Second? Second. I have no idea how I named that one. I'm not going to pretend I do. And Shonier. Okay. I'm gonna go symbol, move tool. Yeah, make you a little bit larger so I can find you when I need you. +2 to the size. Alright, second. Center. Alright, I'm gonna go overlay. Trace tool, clear. Select tool. Select trace, there's bollocks. Select. And I need to have a symbol obelisk, because I know there's an obelisk in here somewhere, which is right at the bottom. Arabia. It's not in that. Tree block. Okay, so there it is. Labels. Quick and dirty label tool. Um. And last one, I need to make a new Nastros town. And then how do I spell that? A-L-G Alcarvers Laments. Symbols, symbol tool, village. Where's custom colored town? Farm village colored. Boom. Okay. Oh yeah, I almost hit the save button. So I can't save at the moment whilst I've got the trace open. Otherwise, Wander Draft will crash. I go File, Save as 1.08, because I'm a little bit pedantic, because it has bitten me in the butt too many times, this program. With it going AWOL. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, so this part of the day when I do a little bit of D&D work, I need to go to my resources of my session planning. Zombies on the Road to Gotza. What's the name of that adventure? Four days. Session 28. Okay. Wow, okay. These notes I kept are trash. Okay. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Details on the map's good. Alright, recap of session 29. Started session surrounded by dead zombies. Wow. How do you have dead zombies? That is an interesting faux pas. Huh. Oh, wow. This session went terribly. Wow. This is the session. Session 29 was the one where I killed the ranger's beast companion. Because they need to roll like saving throws against horrifying visage of a wraith. And 4 people rolled a 7 or lower, and they need to roll a 9 or higher to not be aged like a few D10, I think it was. So the Peregrine Falcon aged 20 years. So yeah, it died. yeah, like all the people just aged like 40 years or something. It was terrible. It was 1d4 times 10 years. And I killed a bird. Wow. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, these notes are not telling me what I need to know. However, what I can use is my Excel spreadsheet on dates, which I don't have saved. Okay. Calendar. Which I last edited in January this year. Woofed. That was a while ago. Okay. This would have been... Okay. Session 28 took place on the 1st of the 4th year of the day of the year. And it took them 7 days, 14 days, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days. It took them 19 days to travel this distance. So if I go measuring tool, so that's 19 days. Okay, I have baseline. Now there's a D&D book, which is what I'm looking for, which is Dungeon Master's Guide. Alright, because I own these books for real. There is a chapter I'm looking for, which tells you travel pace. If I can sort the index, and because I own the books, I'd also have a PDF of the files. So travel pace 242 to 243. So I'm going to go to is rule books. And we'll bring this up on the stream as well. 242. And we'll go to desktop plus face. Okay. So exploration using a map. Alright, for daily travel, multiply your hourly rate of travel by a number of hours traveled. For a fast pace, for a slow pace. Alright. This is not helping. Is this the actual page I'm looking for? I don't know this page I'm looking for. Because I need to find out how far a riding horse goes. A riding horse goes... Goodbye magic. I don't need to open at the moment. Riding horse. Riding horse. 60 feet. Where is travel pace? It might be in the player's handbook. Travel pace? Oh, wow. The original acronym for first edition of to hit armor class 0 Thaco is actually used in the index for 5e. That's terrifying. Yep, 60 feet around. It's fairly quick. Certainly faster than I can run. Travel pace. Travel. 181 to 183. Alright, so let's 181. Okay, well that's not quite labeled properly. That's page 192. Okay. Travel pace. Okay. Wow. I didn't even know that there was a rule for galloping for like an hour. Okay. Huh. The more you know. The more you know. Okay, so Dungeon Master's Guide. Characters travel. I don't feel like this is helpful. So is it saying that, I mean, let's be honest, a horse just trudging along is going to be going at the same speed as a human, isn't it? What does the Dungeon Master's Guide say here? Okay. Because the creature doesn't move that fast over like 8 hours. I feel like I've misunderstood a lot of the rules for like travel pace for yonks then. Horses don't necessarily travel faster. Okay. Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, I guess in that case, then it's simple arithmetic. You just assume that the horse travels 30 as per Man's vehicles, which is 300 feet, 3 miles, 24 miles a day. Took 90 days. 24 miles times 19. apologize. My 19 times table is my 19 times arithmetic is not great. Miles. And let's convert. What is 456 miles converted into kilometers? 733. Let's call it 734 miles. 734 kilometers. Wow. Jeez Louise, that's still a fair distance. Alright, assume travels at 30 feet equivalents. Alright, so that's 734 kilometers. So 615 pixels. (615 pixels) equals 734 kilometers. I appreciate that you think I'm good at math. In my spare time, I did heaps studying to do civil engineering, so I should be half okay at it. Fortunately, I've not practiced a lot of it in the last little while with all the things going on in the world. So, scale creator. The one thing that gets me is like scales and like converting things. That's not my strong point, unfortunately. Oh, oops. Now, how do I tell it what is the correct length? Okay. What's the conversion I want? Nope, I want a scrap piece of paper. I want 6. How do I do this? I want to go. If I divide everything by 615. So I go 734 divided by 615. So 1 pixel represents 1.19349 kilometers. So there's an answer in here somewhere. It's lurking in there. So if I make that 100 pixel, 119.349 kilometers. You know what, we're going to round it up. No point making this stupidly difficult if I don't need to. Alright. So 100 pixels is 120 kilometers. Done. Problem solved. So, now I need to do a ratio again. So if I divide that by 100, so now I'll divide 100 on 120 times 100. I think is what I want to do. Alright, so that's how far that is. Yeah, I don't want to do it much myself either, but here we are. Okay, that's my scale. That's it, I'm done. Problem is solved. So if I double that, if I want to make this, let's say 5 segments long, I'll go 83.33 times 5 equals... Oh, I just leave that as my scale. I think is the answer. This is ugly. So I've done it the wrong way. That's the correct scale, but I don't like it. So I should fix that. So it's nice for the computer saying, oh, 500 pixels is that distance, but I need to go the other way around. So I want to go back to my math. 100 on 100 times 120 equals 2. $144. I don't know what that number means. This is... I don't know what's gone wrong. Something's gone wrong. No, it's not. That's the number of pixels. So 144 pixels. So 100 kilometers is represented by 144 pixels. So 144 times 5. There we go. 720 pixels. So if I make that 7... What was that number? 720 pixels. 720 pixels. I make distance measurements 100 kilometers. Done. Yes. 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 Sí. Muy bueno. Very good. Alright, the pain has ended. Is there a trace on? No, there isn't. I'm going to save this before it hurts my brain ever again. Cool. Saving. Aha. So I can now exactly say that the distance from Roylos to there is 422 kilometers. No, it's not. No, it's not. We already realized it's not. It's 734 kilometers. Something's gone wrong. That's not right. Oh, that's not right. Well, that should be 734 kilometers. It's not. Back to the math. Back to the math. What went wrong? $615 pixels to 734 kilometers. Bruh, the maths indeed. This is the part they didn't tell you about when they're like, hey, you should be a dungeon master and, you know, just like make a D&D world. It'll be fine, it'll be fun. And it's a case of, is it like a month to get some or is it 2 months? Because then it's like the bad guys have 2 months to do their evil plot plans. And it's like, well, actually they only had a month. It's like, well, bollocks. Then they built half a castle for you guys of siege, not a full castle. So, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, 615. I want to divide again by 615. Will give me 1 pixel to, and I'm going to round it up to 120 kilometers. 1.20 kilometers. So 100 pixels represents 120 kilometers. So why did I convert it later on? That's where my problem is. I actually added more math than I need to do. So if I divide that by... Alright. catch you around, the YOLO police boy. Pleasure having you. Do you not need to use I think it's split into X and Y components? I know, Mike, I know. I should be better at this. No, I just divided it too many times. Pretty sure it's the answer. I'm just doing this straight on a scratch pad. Pythagoras. Split into X and Y components. No, I shouldn't. It's just the vector distance and knows that it is, well, 615 earlier when I measured it, but it's that many pixels. And I know how long in-game it took them. In-game it took them 19 days. And that's how far a horse travels. Over 8 kilometers for 19 days straight. So, yeah. So it does it all for me. Okay. So the answer is, it is A3.33333 pixels to 100 kilometers. So do I round up or do I round down? I mean, it's neither here nor there. A3 pixels? Because I already rounded up, I'll round back down and I'll solve it. Make up a world, they said. It'll be fun, they said. You won't have none of this nonsense. Scale creator. So if it's 80... A3 times 5, it's 415. Now if we go back over here, measuring tool. 733 kilometers. We did it. We've shaved off a kilometer. Math. This is for you, math. Gosh bless math. It works. The math works. Math works. That's all I need in my life. Okay. So, with that, finally, trace is gone, clear, save. Save. Saving, saved. Very good. Now I'm going to go measuring tool. Man, Mike, where were you like a few minutes ago when I needed you? Where were you, buddy? I'm joking, I love you, buddy. 1,281 kilometers directly. Now, they are in the Underdark. Accounting for the fact that they have to travel directly downwards, that took them like 3 days. I'll do some math and find out how long it takes for him to get there. But as that is math, probably not the most intrinsically exciting thing in the world to view as a live stream. I mean, unless I get out like Microsoft Paint. And like do my math in Microsoft Paint. I wonder if anyone would actually be interested in watching that. You know what, Mike? You up for that, buddy? You interested in watching me do Paint Microsoft Math? Paint math in Microsoft Paint? You know what? I bet you are. Okay, here we go. This is the part where we just delve into math. And I find out descended. Oh no, I haven't been keeping track of my calendar at all. Oh no, this is a problem. What was the last recorded date? Session 47. Oh dear, what's happened since then? How many days has elapsed? Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you're up for this, Mike. Alright. So, it is currently... so, using my beautiful calendar, every month has 30 days in it. And it is the 7th of the 6/2018. Which is session 47. Alright, now I need to look back through my resources and be like, Nastros campaign, what happened? Journey to Chromal Deep. Half a day for they went to Little Hell. No, this is after Little Hell. Little Hell's the name of a restaurant. You know, as you do. And you can look at how terrible my writing is, by the way. So session 48. This is awkward. I'm gonna get a drawing pad. Time to get out a drawing tablet. Lord knows why I don't use this in Wonder Draft. It would probably like make coloring better, but I don't. Okay, Control Z. Cool. Alright, session 48. 51. Do you want to just draw for me, thanks? What's it doing? It's not drawing. This is probably why I don't use it. It's never actually given me this problem before in my life. Oh my gosh, I can't write. It's all died. It's all died in the butt. Plus. I have actual lines for this. I have actual lines for this. What am I listening to? Oh, it's from what's that movie? 1917, which has got a very quiet soundtrack when it wants to. Yeah, this drawing tablet is just making life slower, if anything. So they fought the aboleth and they rested up for a day. Aboleth is 52 to 53. Oh gosh, yeah, then they took a break. So that's the 9th. Then they went plus 10 days because they had a little bit of a hiatus and did some downtime because they need to recover from some otherwise terrible things that had befallen them. They got cursed by a whole bunch of like giant stuff, and it was like a whole mess. Oh gosh. 54. Waterfall Town downtime. Dark Lake. Then they went to Dark Lake. And that took them session 55. Why does this just not work? Sometimes it just works, sometimes it just doesn't. What is this tablet doing? What has it done? Oh, I have no idea what's happened. It's got like an option for like a full screen snip and stuff. It's just pen settings. Can I choose which hand you write with? It thinks I write with my left hand. Okay. This is not helping. This is just trash. Pen, Wacom, I'm sorry. Goodbye. I know you're a great brand, but you're just not doing it for me. Which is a disappointment because I spent like $100 on it, but oh well. Guess MS Paint it just hates. Alright, and then they have Stone. And that was 56 to 58. And that was one day. And I wonder, have they missed any important No, they haven't missed any important holidays. So there's a holiday on the 28th of that month. And that is named after one of my players. Yeah. Okay. So it's now the 22nd. And I'll make a note of that. 58. Finish. Bliggenstone. Kill the ancient crow. That is what they did. They killed a giant crow. That was taking exception to the fact that they'd been killing her children. Or its children. I don't think the players ever found this out in the game, but it is... what's the word I'm looking for? It's like reproduces without male-female interaction. It's just... They're all just clones of it, actually. That's how they do it. And that they don't do it. Alright, so with that... okay. I can now determine, with all this, how far they went. Because I'm going to assume that they traveled 40% correct direction. That includes the fact that they had to go downwards as well. So let's go 50%. Let's be generous. I think I missed something. Was it seriously a day? No, it's 2 days. Uh, 23 days. So that it's 1 day plus Dark Lake was 3 days. They did travel. Let's assume they went the same correct distance. And then, I need to go back to the calendar and figure out. Alright, so they went downwards. Granted, they went down with a waterfall. They actually went down into the Underdark by using a waterfall. They used every shortcut to get to the bottom. So I'm going to assume that they did... equals... Alright, they're doing... How many miles a day? 24... 12 times 4 is 2448 miles. Convert 48 miles into kilometers. 77 kilometers they've traveled in the correct direction. Okay. So... Oh. Oh no, I've got this on the right screen. Because I was like, I thought I was on the wrong screen this entire time. No, thank goodness. Okay. So, 1281 minus 77 equals ba 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 ba. I should do this in the top of my head, shouldn't I? It's 6, 5, 4, 1204. From Stone to Hodgelev. And I won't do the O because I can't do it on this in Microsoft Paint. Because I don't know the symbol keyboards symbol. Okay. Okay. Now assume that they'll move at 6% efficiency because they are now going through cave stones and the like. How far they gotta go? 1204 divided by 24. 1204. Let's make this all the correct color. Times divide by 24 miles. Convert 24 miles into kilometers. Let's just get rid of this. Let's just stop this conversion. It's 38.62 kilometers, which I know from just walking. That's a freaking fair distance with like all the pack and stuff. This assumes a 30-foot walking speed, which they cannot maintain at the moment because they have a halfling. Times 6%. Let's go do this on the calculator without closing MS Paint before it crashes. $12.04 divided by 18 days. The hell? I expected significantly longer. Now that's the speed of their slowest party member. And 1204 divided by times 2/3. 2/3 times 60% equals that's not right. Hit the divide. That times 28 days. Now there is the other option, which is to go at slow speed. I'm going to have to extend this page. That's very awkward. I thought I'd given myself way more space than I needed to, but I did not. That's traveling half speed, foraging and stuff. 1 on 2, thank you. Okay. Cool. That is what I need. That is the knowledge I need to be able to take to my players and be like, I thought this was going to take either like the case of 1 month at best or 2 months. Huh. That's significantly faster than I thought it'd be. I'm pleasantly pleased to be wrong. I might check this with the Out of the Abyss campaign, but see what that says about travel in the Underdark. In fact, it has a topic exactly on travel in the Underdark. That's what I need. So, why make assumptions when, you know, I can just follow exactly what the rulebooks say? Out of the Abyss. There it is. Okay. Ah. Okay. Travel pace in the Underdark is significantly slower. Okay. Cool. So Underdark travel pace is 6 miles per day. It assumes 1/4 efficiency. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay, well, I probably should do a bit of reassessment then. Okay. Let's drag that down. Let's dark green, thank you. Let's extend that box because it's obviously served its purpose. And red. So 60% is probably too generous. One of the characters does have a spell called Clairvoyance, which means they basically can't get lost. So assuming that he's using that every day, which is probably required at this point. They assume 25%, 40%. Is that fair? Is that a fair travel pace? Probably. Okay, well, let's do that again. Oh. My calculator has been doing things in the wrong spots. Aha! That's why these numbers all seemed off. Yeah, okay, so these have all been wrong from the get-go. Cool. I have put my multiplication of percentages in the wrong spot. That'll solve it. Okay. So it's 52 days for the fastest travel pace at 60%. Okay. Okay. .9 is 78 days. So, or it's 104 days. Okay. Okay. And that's for 15 feet. Okay, that's it's quite a different answer. And if I did it at 40%, just for the sake of the argument. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Fix you up. Why are you there? You should not be there. Math. Thank you, math. So the worst now is 156 days. And this is ignoring the fact that it already should have taken them longer to get down to where they are, I think. This 77 kilometers that they traveled already is... I mean, part of it was on a boat, so... It's been a while down there. I think it also counts for the fact that I've probably missed a few things. Okay. And its worst is 78 days. Okay. Okay. I'm going to save this. Travel distances. As I have to travel through now the Crystal Way. Travel distances. Save. This is all something to think through. Whoop. There we go. So, that math is, this is why I did all this Wonderdraft stuff today, was to get that number. Those numbers. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, so you could easily spend months in this Underdark. Oh god, I couldn't even begin to imagine crawling through caves and crevasses and just spelunking for 3 months straight. That would be... Like, the first little while would be okay, and then the middle bit would just be terrifying, and the last end you'd be like, I don't know any other way of life, and you just go insane. Okay. Cool. I feel like my brain's ready to explode. Definitely feel ready to explode. At least it's a brain. I'm just putting in mountains now because my brain's died. Okay. Cool. Cool. Bonk. Bonk. And done. Probably should have put in some small mounds in there at some point, but you know what? That's fine. Where's that giant mounds? Penned mounds large. These are the giant, humongous mounds. Do I have it overlay at the moment? Alright, and it's saved. Yep, I'm not going to find out that trace. I think today has been an otherwise fairly successful day. I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of Rosie's Throne. And then I'll do a bunch of like penciled large mounds. I'm going to put placement rate down to 0.4. Alright. I'm going to end the stream about 5 minutes, I reckon. So, still around, stuck around. I appreciate that. Pretty much just Michael, I think. Thank you very much, Michael, for sticking around as long as you did. I really appreciate the company. Actually not. I thought I had more mountains to colour in than I actually do. Okay, we're gonna go save. And we will begin ending the stream. Nope, that's not what I thought I had. Anyway. Screens, man, screens. I don't know what this page does. Okay. To those who are watching this on the archives, and to Michael, who's stuck around pretty much the entire stream, thank you everyone for joining in and just looking at how I make this map, improve it, continue to improve it. Good amount of work done today. I accidentally just still got one draft open, and I just like Watsy nuked this tiny little Watsy. You know, we'll go back to one draft, and we'll just take 1 second to admire it a little bit longer. Yeah, so mountains over there, a little bit of mountains over there. Did all these boundaries and borders. Did these mountains, did add these mountains. All of these mountains. Started the dwarven place and did the distance, which took some amount of effort, but going forwards it will be quite helpful and quite useful to be like, I know exactly how far this journey is. Yeah, anyway. Again, thank you everyone for joining in. I hope you have a pleasant evening. I hope you stay well, stay healthy, and stay hydrated. All right, love you muchly. Peace out.